Some big news last week, UFC 220. It's going down in Boston, January 20th. Daniel Cormier, the light heavyweight champion, as you know, will be defending his title against Volkan Oezdemir. No time. He is joining us via Skype and wanting to talk to him for quite some time. And there he is, the one and only Volkan. How are you, Volkan?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you joining us today. I've been bugging you for the last couple of weeks, so thank you very much for the time. What was your when the news was official? What was your reaction? How did you react to it? That you're finally getting that title shot? It's going down. How did you receive the news?
I mean, I was really happy because it's been a long time coming. This is something I've been working a lot, since I started. It's been more than 10 years, and now I get the title shot in the biggest organization in the world, and that means a lot. Now it's finally official. I knew it's going to come. I knew since I first signed in the UFC that it's going to come fast also, because I went and I fought really the toughest guy, and I knew he was about to come, and now it's my time.
Was that your plan to get there as fast as possible? Like to get there within a year? Was that always the plan, or did it just kind of present itself that way?
No, that was something I tried to work on. That's something I really wanted to do. I wanted to go there and make up all the time. I haven't fought. I wasn't able to find any fight, and now I had to, double up. And that was one of my first goals, to fight for the title as fast as I can.
Considering what happened a couple of weeks ago, Volkan, were you afraid that you were going to lose your title shot? Were you afraid that it was going to slip away because of the arrest a couple of weeks ago?
No, because it's something different, and my focus anyway is on a title shot. I believe whatever is going to be handled. Everything is going to be handled the right way with this, and it's not going to pose any problem.
Has the UFC been helpful towards you? Have been receptive towards you? Have they been helping you with this situation?
I didn't ask for any help. I just handled all the stuff myself. I'm not asking for any help. I'm able to get the best entourage also. So I got really good lawyers. My team back home, my management team helped me also a lot, finding the best lawyer also here, and the best. I just have the best people around me, so to help me for my camp, for my management team, the partners, my fighting team. It's a big family, and I got the best people around me.
I believe, Volkan, that this is your first interview since the arrest. Could you tell us what happened in August? Could you tell us anything about the situation that I guess you're being accused of?
Unfortunately, I can't, because it's an ongoing investigation, and my lawyer told me not to. That's his job. My job is to fight, to be ready for the fight, and I think I'm doing a great job at that, because I'm feeling great. I'm ready to fight. January 20 is going to be huge.
What have the last couple of weeks been like for you? Do you feel like it's getting less stressful, like less drama, less attention? Do you still feel like you're dealing with it as it's coming while you're preparing for the biggest fight of your life? So how would you describe the last few weeks?
I mean, it's not too much. I post right after all the event. I post something on my social media, and it was like no time for distraction, and that's it. I have one goal in my mind, and whatever can happen around me, it doesn't really bother me. Now it's all about my title fight, my win in January, and that's it. So I'm really focused on that, and I keep it that way.
What obligations do you have to take care of as a result of the incident leading up to the fight? Like, do you have to go to court? What's the timeline that you're dealing with? Could you tell us that?
Actually, I'm not even sure about all of this, because now my lawyer is handle all the process, and that's not my job, as I told you.
Okay.
Everybody has a specific job to do, and I'm focusing on my stuff, because I don't want to have my head everywhere. I have my head only on my title fight, and I think that's the most important for me right now.
Did the UFC say to you, like, when this all happened, like, don't worry, you're getting your title shot? Did they reassure you, or were you kind of left in the dark for a minute?
No, I think we talk with my management team. We talk with them, and they say they also want to do their own investigation to see what's happening. But I think everybody is seeing the future in a good way, and that's why now the fight is on, and now we're focusing on the fight. Yeah.
What kind of support have you gotten from your fans, the people in Switzerland? What has it been like dealing with this, and now with you being more popular and more famous, I'm sure back home, how have they? Have they reached out to you? Have they supported you? What has it been like?
Yeah, of course. I have a bunch of messages from people, and it's always nice. People are always supporting me, and even in the bad moments, even in the good moments, and that's really I'm blessed. It gives me a lot of comfort. A lot of confidence also, and I'm really happy for that.
Are you in Florida right now?
Yes. Yeah.
You don't have to go home, right? You don't have to leave America. You're good to stay?
Yes, definitely, yeah. No problem.
We saw you in New York at Madison Square Garden just a few weeks ago, last month to be exact, at UFC 217. And then this happened a couple of weeks later, but from the reports, the incident that you're being accused of happened in August. Were you surprised that it was even a thing, that like when the police came to you? Was that surprising? Did you think that this was over, whatever it was, if anything happened?
Yeah, it was a surprise because I didn't think nothing was going to happen there, definitely. I think he's also coming with a title fight, I guess. It's
okay.
Kind of not going to say nothing, but it's probably linked. But it's all good. I'm focusing on the positive, and that's the only thing that matters, I think.
Okay. Right now, the year is about to, we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago. There's no real clear-cut 2017 Fighter of the Year. You've had an unbelievable year. This time last year, a lot of people didn't even know who you were. I never even heard your name. Is it possible that Volkan Oezdemir is the Fighter of the Year for 2017? Is that possible? Do you feel like that's a title that you're worthy of, that you deserve that? Considering all the champions in the UFC have only fought twice at most, you have 3 wins, you've knocked out some of the best. Do you deserve the Fighter of the Year award?
I think I do. I was hoping to get a title fight even sooner, so that will be no question about it. But now it's going to be at beginning of the years, and it's not even going to be 1 full year that I was signed in the UFC, and I'm fighting for the belt right now. I think I've been really blessed with everything, and I just had the perfect fights, the perfect opportunities. And I was able to win everything in a good manner, and I think that's why he got me there.
Is there something about Daniel Cormier that makes you so confident going into this fight, or do you feel like you'd be confident against anyone, even if it was John Jones as the champion at this point?
No, definitely. Cormier is for me is the champ. He's a real good. He didn't really lost against anybody. He lost once by decision to Jones, which is the best of all time. Then, except of that, he beat everybody else. But it's not about him; it's about myself. I'm really confident in myself, and I know it's going to be my time now, and that's why I know I'm going to pull off the upset.
It's interesting that you say that he only lost once via decision to Jones. Like, you don't even consider that fight in July as a fight?
It is a fight, of course. We saw what happened, but also that's when there is mixed stuff. We don't know yet if John Jones was really using stuff or not. I don't want to speak too early, but for now, the only really clear loss he had was the first fight, and then he had the second fight, and. Of course, if anybody starts using performance-enhancing drug or different stuff, all the ranking will be different. You guys, people out of the top 15, they probably could be champion right now. So it's a different game. If you start using, you can train harder, you can train longer, you can train. It's different. It's different.
Do you feel like Cormier respects you as a challenger? Do you feel like he is giving you the respect that you deserve going into this title fight?
Yes, I think for once, not for once, but the fight is building up on respect and some jokes by the side. I thought that's really funny. I like the way it's going, and I think it's a good thing. Some people are maybe tired of trash talking in MMA sometimes, and Cormier is a classy guy. He's a really humble champion. He's been, I think, he's been doing everything right. He's been handling himself in a good manner. He's promoting the sport. He's been doing all the stuff, and a lot of people are talking bad about him. I don't understand that. I have much respect, a lot of respect towards him and everything. But it's not about that right now. Mm-hmm. It's all about what I'm gonna bring the day of the fight, and it's not gonna be. I'm not going to give him any respect that night.
Did he reach out to you when all the legal stuff happened last month?
No,
you didn't hear from him.
No, I heard his a podcast and stuff, and that's it. But nothing else.
Okay, what did he say? Did you hear what he said about you? Did he say anything specific about it?
Yeah, he said basically said that he believed the fight will still be going on. That I was standing my ground and stuff. I think that's his word, and I don't remember exactly what he said, but I mean, I'm sure we can just Google that quickly.
Sure. Are you obviously he's one of the greatest wrestlers in MMA history and a former Olympian. Are you bringing anyone specifically to emulate his style in training?
I have my team already. I have people that are bringing. I have some wrestlers also. I have some strikers. I have people I like to work with. That's coming also this week. I have another guy that's coming in 2 weeks. I have another friend, and I'm bringing a lot of people from back home. Actually, I like to bring people I've been working with for a long time. People from the beginning. I don't want to make people feel left out, I guess, and I want to incorporate them with me because first of all. When I train, I like to feel good. I like to have a good atmosphere around me. It's all about. It's a big process, and I like to feel good about my fight. So that's why I like to have friends around me. We can joke, we can laugh, we can have a good atmosphere while I train. And plus, I'm training really hard because that's people I've been training most of my career with.
Earlier, we had Luke Rockhold on the program. He's in Florida, and I tried to find out if he was going to help you train, what his role was going to be in all of this. Have you been trying to get some tips from him? Or have you tried to enlist his help? How are you going to deal with Luke being in the gym?
No, actually, I'm kind of respectful. I try to not go around him because I know they have friendship, and I don't want to interfere in that. So I'm trying not to be an asshole and get my training with Luke and try to get some insight. So I tried, I have enough stuff. I have a brain, and I use my brain a lot. So I don't need insight from anybody else.
Before I let you go, just to be clear, you're not worried at all that anything can happen between now and January 20th, as far as the legal incident is concerned, that would pull you out of this fight, right? That there's no chance that would happen.
No, I have a really good team around me, and believe me, it's everything's going to be all right.
And are you confident that this will just get dropped? That there's going to be no story here when it's all said and done?
I don't really know about all the details how it's going to happen, but definitely I'm going to fight and I'm going to be champion.
Are you at some point? Are you ever going to talk about it, or would you rather just never talk about it? What happened? And
definitely. Once everything will be settled and we know exactly what everything about the case, then it's going to be maybe time to talk. But for now, I just can't, and that's
sure.
It's all about that.
I respect that, no doubt about it. So it's going down January 20th in Boston. I hear they're also trying to add potentially Stipe Miocic and Francis Ngannou to the card. I'm sure you would like that, right? Why not?
That will be amazing. Yeah, definitely. Yes, they will.
Maybe two European champions.
People from. Yes, that will be great.
Perhaps the first two French-speaking European champions, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, that will be amazing.
That would be.
I mean, Saint Pierre was the first one.
Yeah, but not European. Not European. French Canadian.
Yeah. Oh yeah. True. That.
There you go.
But so Francis did a great fight Saturday. I was upset first of all because of Alistair. I have
Sure.
He's not like my mentor, but he's like the first guy that introduced me to the sport. And you know, trying to stay loyal. And I love Alistair so much, but Francis is also somebody I like. So you know, it's always hard to see two people fighting together. So, but you know, sad and upset, but also happy for Francis.
Who hits harder, Francis Ngannou or Volkan Oezdemir?
You know the answer. It's me.
Are we still sticking to less than 2 minutes against Cormier? That was the original prediction before the fight was made. Are you still sticking to that?
It's going to be a first round plan. Oh, it's going to be a first round knockout.
Jeez Louise. All right. Well, I can't wait for it. Happy to hear that it's still on. Happy to hear everything's okay. At some point, when you're ready and willing, you know, would love to hear what happened that night, but good to hear that all is well and that you're getting the title fight that you deserve and that it's going down in a little over a month. Thank you for doing this, Volkan. I appreciate it, and best of luck in training.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. There he is, the #1 contender in the UFC's light heavyweight division, Volkan Oezdemir.